here's the latest on Euphoria Season 3. People think Euphoria Season 3 is simply finally arriving, but the rollout hints at a bigger shift in what the show wants to be. Back in the feed for a clear reason. An official trailer hit YouTube on HBO Max's channel, per youtube.com. That's the surface update. The more interesting part is what the trailer spotlights, and what it carefully refuses to spell out. Across coverage, the same words keep surfacing. Debts, sugar babies, and consequences that follow people past graduation and into adulthood. That sounds like a tonal adjustment. It is. The conflict isn't just school drama. It's money, leverage, and control. One detail driving chatter is a claimed premiere date floating on X, treated as unconfirmed until HBO posts it directly. Specifically, an account called Euphoria Season 3 News said Season 3 premieres April 12th on HBO Max, per X.com. Here's the thing, a trailer can be real while an online date is wrong, because release calendars still shift late. So the safer read is HBO Max is actively promoting it now, which usually points to a near-term window, not a distant placeholder. That tension is familiar. Fans want certainty, but HBO tends to communicate in layers. Trailer first, interviews next, final date last. And that split matters because it frames Season 3 as a business decision too, changing what confirmed means for viewers. A big piece of that business angle is the gap between seasons, which built anticipation but also created real logistical pressure. During that gap, cast schedules exploded. When actors lead movies and other series, coordinating a full ensemble becomes a calendar puzzle. You can see marketing adapting to that reality. The trailer sells the season's vibe, while key plot beats stay deliberately guarded. Vogue.com even ran a reaction-style piece to the first full trailer, signaling fashion and pop culture outlets expect wide attention again. That matters because Euphoria isn't just watched, it's clipped, memed, and copied. HBO benefits when the show becomes an online aesthetic. But the trailer talk around debts and sugar babies points to something less glamorous, the cost of surviving and who ends up paying it. Rolling Stone leaned into unsettled debts, creating chaos, a clean way to say past choices are still sitting on the ledger. According to Elle.com, HBO had said the show would begin filming again in 2025, which helps explain the long gap fans felt. Once you accept that timeline, the trailer landing now reads less like a surprise and more like the next planned step in the restart. After timing, the other big question is scope. What kind of life are these characters being pushed into, and how far does it go? Most outlets read the trailer as escalation. When it sells financial pressure, it signals stakes that don't reset after graduation ends. That's why a possible final season label matters. A last run can justify bigger swings and cleaner endings for long arcs. Deadline also flagged a talk that Season 3 could be the end, and that possibility changes how every trailer moment reads. If HBO is signaling an ending, the marketing goal shifts. It's not just getting viewers back, it's promising payoff for years of waiting. That's where the trailer becomes evidence. It's packed with tone and conflict, but careful about spelling out who ends up where. And that restraint looks intentional. HBO gets conversation without locking into specifics that could be spoiled, revised, or recut later. A lot of the loudest decoding is happening on Reddit. Treat those threads as mood boards, not documentation, unless they cite source. Still, Reddit can be useful for spotting what casual viewers noticed first, especially visual clues editors leave in plain sight. One example is how certain clips went instantly viral. TMZ zeroed in on a Sydney Sweeney moment, and it made me wince a little. That kind of coverage doesn't prove the season's quality, but it shows HBO's earned media machine is already spinning up fast. Tension is that Euphoria sells chaos, but HBO also needs something sustainable, and Season 3 looks like that compromise. Sustainable can mean clearer stakes, sharper arcs, and fewer dangling threads. If it's ending, the show can cash checks narratively. It also changes how we read character choices. Decisions that were messy but survivable in school get much harsher consequences later. And the trailer language around debts reinforces that theme. It implies obligations don't vanish just because someone claims they're changing. Clip ready takeaway, Season 3 looks less about parties, more about who controls the money and who gets trapped once it's owed. That shift is also practical because a money and power framework scales beyond school hallways without needing the same teen cycle formula. Marketing-wise, dropping a full trailer is a commitment. Networks rarely do that unless they're ready to set a real runway. So what should you watch for real quick? The most reliable confirmation will be HBO Max press materials, not reposts or cropped screenshots. In the meantime, the trailer is the strongest evidence we have of direction. It's signaling escalation and adulthood more than nostalgia. And yes, the visuals still look gorgeous, which is the one part of Euphoria that rarely misses, even when the discourse gets loud. If the April 12th date is real, expect an aggressive press cycle soon, plus more interviews that clarify the season's basic premise. Either way, the implication stays the same. Season 3 is being positioned as an event, not a quiet return tucked in a menu. So if you're deciding whether to rewatch, focus on unresolved power dynamics from earlier seasons. The trailer suggests those bills are due. As HBO clarifies the schedule, what do you most want Season 3 to deliver? Closure or a fresh start? Thank you for watching, and see you next time.